Hey, it's Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist in Malaya, Lesotho, and I'm here in Africa, in a country that most people will not visit. Very beautiful country, very interesting place. And I wanted to share a little story about how so many of us get stuck in our comfort zones and how it costs us a lot of money. Recently, I was traveling through a couple of other countries that are just as remote as Lesotho, in places that most people don't visit. And I was with some Australian friends of mine, and they were telling me about how a lot of the people that they know and a lot of people in their home country of Australia never invest, not only outside of Australia, but never invest outside of their home city. And I got to thinking about it, and I'd say this is probably a pretty common thing in the Western world. How many people in the UK only invest in the UK? The UK is actually probably one of the better places where people actually do look to invest throughout the EU. But go to the US, go to Canada. Same thing with a friend of mine in Montreal. People from Montreal want to invest in Montreal. The idea of going to Calgary doesn't seem that appealing to them. And they get stuck in this very limited geographic sphere where whatever happens in Montreal, whatever happens in Sydney, whatever happens in your city, you're stuck with. So things can get very bad. And of course at Nomad Capitalist we talk about going where you're treated best. Where I'm from in the United States, I lived in Phoenix. Phoenix is a market where real estate goes up and then it comes down. It goes up, then it comes down. And the yields aren't that great, and I still have guys in real estate in Phoenix who call me every once in a while and try and pitch me deals. And I say, I get 3 times the cash or 4 times or 5 times the cash and cash return overseas, and I don't have to even put as much money in. So if I would have just stayed in Phoenix, Arizona, and been one of the guys who says real estate's the only answer and don't do it outside of Phoenix, I wouldn't have achieved nearly as much success. If you're the guy in Sydney, if you're in Montreal and you're stuck there, this is what they bank on. The government banks on the fact that you'll just stay in Montreal and invest, and that's why the government has so many rules and so many restrictions on property ownership and how to rent your property out. Many of these Western countries, it's almost untenable dealing with removing tenants and doing stuff like that. But this doesn't just apply to investments. The idea of going where you're treated best and the idea of looking beyond the horizons that most people around you look to also applies to the fact that you can live anywhere you want in the world. You can pay taxes anywhere you want in the world, even if that means paying 0 tax. You can travel where you want. You can invest where you want. You can have bank accounts where you want. And there are countries, of course, that aren't very friendly to that. Lesotho here is wholly surrounded by South Africa. Don't try and open a bank account in South Africa, and if you could, you probably wouldn't want to, because you'd be largely denominated in a falling currency. But there may be maybe you want to spend your time living in Cape Town and visiting places like here in Lesotho and checking out interesting places. If you have the mindset that this is crazy, and if you go to Africa, you're going to be killed by a spear, or a warthog is going to run you over, then you're not going to be open to the kind of changes that you can make in your life to manifest not only great prosperity, but a great lifestyle. And this is a country, for example, that I think people should visit. It's worth coming for a couple days. But just the idea that you're open to going to Africa, you're open to going to Asia. So many people are opening up. So many of our viewers like you are going to places that 10, 20 years ago no one would have thought of going. Now if you only apply that same principle to your money, to your investments, people freak out about putting their money in a Singapore bank. The reality is everyone in Singapore uses Singapore banks, and none of them are really broke. The banking system, the financial system, it is not so much different. Even in the heart of Africa, in a country that is landlocked and so far removed from the rest of the world, things aren't really that different. People aren't really that different. Many of these countries are actually, for physical purposes, safer. Georgia, where I spend time, is the 3rd safest country in the world by some standards. So if you open up and accept the fact that the world is largely the same and you can go where you're treated best, you'll not only do it for your travel, as many of you already do, but you'll do it for your money, and you'll say, you know what, not only can I invest in a better place, I can put my money over here and I can go and be taxed, and probably not only save a lot of money, but make a lot more money by going where you're treated best. Open up your mind, and the possibilities are limitless.